Hello, my beautiful collective. Welcome to the channel. And today we're going to go ahead and get into a timeless energy reading. And this is going to be focused on what you need to know right now. Okay. So we have two decks that we're going to be working with. One is an Oracle deck. The other one is a Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck. We're going to go very traditional with it. And we're going to see what Spirit wants to communicate to all of us. So thank you for being here and let's begin. Okay. All right, everyone. We have three oracle cards that we're going to go ahead and get into. The first one, as the situation, is the snake, and that symbolizes shedding the old skin. Now, what's blocking us right now is the stag, which is about trusting and thriving, right? So it could be that the unknown circumstances can make you doubt what can come your way, what you're capable of manifesting, what you're capable of actually bringing into your life. And then we have as the outcome, the medicine mother, and it says, honor your inner knowing. So these are all very strong cards. Obviously, they all have their own, I guess you could say, spice that they bring to the reading. The snake with shedding the old skin, yes, that symbolizes that there is an uncomfortable process that you're going through right now. And that uncomfortable process of shedding the skin, right? When you think about a snake shedding their skin, it does not feel good for the snake. This is not an easy process for the snake. In this shedding of the skin, there could be scars that along the lines the snake, has to deal with, right? And that is essentially a symbol that we're experiencing, right? As we shed the old, that means that we have to have difficult conversations. We have to check ourselves and see where it is that we're stopping our own blessings. We have to communicate with our ego, with our shadow, and we have to see what parts of ourselves need this unconditional love from within us, right? Because at the end of the day, we are the ultimate, deciding factor. We are the ultimate need. We only need what's already within ourselves. We just don't recognize it's already within ourselves. So shedding the skin can feel uncomfortable, can feel very uneasy, but there's this energy that you're blocking, which is the trust and thrive energy, right? And blocking this energy means that we're not trusting that better things can come. Okay. The stag is saying better things will come. You have the ability, you have the wisdom, you have the element of earth on your side, meaning that you can materialize the things that you want. You already have a lot of the things that you want. You just have to mix them up a little bit differently, right? It's kind of like hang one energy. So that's what I see here with the stag. And then when the outcome comes and it talks about the medicine mother, this shows me high priestess energy, knowing that there's inside of you this knowledge, this wisdom that's trying to tell you, hey, go this direction, go that direction. But because we're blocking this energy that is telling us to trust the process, then we're not able to listen to our inner voice. We're not able to listen to the oracle within us, right? So that was what I'm getting from the oracle. Now, I want to go ahead and get a little bit deeper with this, with the tarot cards, right? Because the tarot cards get a little bit more specific. And I love me some good tarot cards. I don't know about you guys. Of course you do. That's why you're here. So let's get some for the snake. Okay, so this one jumped out. Oh my God, you guys, the high priestess. Do you see this? The high priestess showing up in the reading. So the high priestess is showing up here in the reading, basically reinforcing the message that I just gave with this medicine mother. There's this need to listen to your own inner wisdom, your own inner counsel. Spirit angels and guides are trying to communicate with you. Your higher self is trying to communicate with you. This is your intuitive hunches, your gut instincts, the things that you know, but you can't explain why you know them, whether it is about a person, a situation, a decision that you have to make. This is your intuitive guidance, right? So the problem with it is that we try to rationalize it. We try to make it make sense. And when it comes to these intuitive hunches, we don't have the ability to rationalize them, meaning that you have to trust in order to be able to thrive, right? And that is the ultimate blockage in this reading. We are not trusting ourselves. We are not trusting in our divine partnership with the universe. We are not trusting in God. You know what I mean? So let's keep it like that. If you're Christian, if you believe in God, if you believe in Jesus, you're not trusting this. You're not trusting God. You're not trusting Jesus to have your back. You know what I mean? And that is what the blockage is. When we're shedding our skin, when we're in a very uncomfortable situation, right? Whoever is resonating with this reading, you are in an uncomfortable situation. You are going through a death moment, a 13 moment, a transformation moment, a scorpionic moment, and that does not feel good, okay? And sometimes we feel like we don't have guidance, protection, like we are abandoned by our spiritual tribe when these difficult things happen, but we're not, okay? These difficult things are happening because we haven't taken the proper steps to get out of a situation or to get out of our shell or to see the reality about something or someone. You know what I mean? And that's why these things are happening, okay? We have here the Three of Wands, which brings expansion. It brings, opportunity. This is about getting your ducks in a row so you're able to expand, so you're able to move forward, okay? So there's a strong energy about moving forward. However, the High Priestess is saying that there's a revelation that you have to pay attention to, and this has to do with your own inner knowledge, meaning there could be confirmation coming your way about something that you already had an intuitive hunch about, and that will potentially show up and say, hey, your intuitive hunch was actually right. So now it's time for us to get creative. Now it's time for us to start to take action. The wands, they symbolize action. They symbolize moving forward in creative spirits, okay? And the High Priestess also shows that some of you guys need to take a moment of pause, a moment of solitude, a moment of stillness. So you're able to recognize what it is that your intuition is trying to tell you. Also, what it is that your body is trying to tell you. Some of you guys are exhausted. Some of you guys have aches and pains that you have been ignoring. And these aches and pains, if they don't go away, they continue to stay consistent. That is a message that your body is trying to tell you. Obviously, I'm not a physician, but you need to listen to your body. You need to make the dentist appointment. You need to make the doctor's appointment that you need to make. There's a moment of pause that needs to be in this situation, in this moment. You need a moment of pause. You need to slow it down, okay? And then we have here Queen of Swords. This is all about strategy. The Queen of Swords shows up when we need to move forward with a clear mind, with clear intention, with a clear path, okay? She's intuitive, but she's also very much a objective person, okay? So she knows how, it's like, it gives me, I know it's not obviously like earth energy with the Queen of Swords because it's air energy, but she gives me very Virgo energy, okay? Even though she's air, she's very intuitive, but she's rational at the same time. And rational is not even the right word, it's practical. And Virgo is very practical. Virgo is very intuitive. And that's why the highest intuitives are Virgos, because they know how to put this information that you're receiving from the higher realms, and they know how to put it in a practical way. Okay. So this is about moving forward with a strategy, with mental clarity. Yes, at times you will piss people off. You will make people upset with the things that you're saying, because you right now shouldn't be in a people pleasing mentality. You should be trying to, again, shed the skin, stopping the enabling, stopping the things that don't serve you. That's what Spirit wants you to work on. Now, I want to go ahead and get into, oh my God, that one showed up. Page of Pentacles. Let's talk about it. Page of Pentacles jumping out. That means this is about making a commitment. Making a commitment. This is also about being patient with the process, right? And the Page of Pentacles also, it really magnifies this message of trusting the process, because the Page of Pentacles is willing to put in work in the beginning stages of something, even if they don't know exactly what that something is going to look like. They trust the process. They trust in themselves and the capability of making something work. And that right now is the block, you guys. We need to get practical. We need to ground ourselves. We need to start being in the moment, okay? Being in the moment, meaning that at times we waste our time thinking about the things that are going to happen in the future or being stuck in the past. This is an energy that wants you to be present, focused, and dedicated and committed, okay? And we have here Two of Cups. For some, the Two of Cups can symbolize you offering this cup of commitment to yourself, making a promise to yourself of, I see the version of you that has been overstepped, that has been overstretched, that is tired of showing up for other people. I see that version of you. I give you this cup. I recognize you. I offer you duality. I offer you equality. I offer you comfort, wisdom. This is you talking to yourself, okay? Yes, this can symbolize also another person bringing that kind of energy to you, but this reading is about you, okay? This is not about a third party. This is about you. This is you extending the cup of friendship, of priority to the version of yourself that has not given that rightful place in your life. Okay. This is about putting yourself first, because the more you serve yourself, the more you can serve others. Okay. And we have here Five of Wands. Like I said, some people will not be happy. Some people will have things to say. Some people might be upset with you. But right now, you're shedding your skin. You're getting rid of this weight on your shoulders. And you must stand on business with this. You must stand on business, because it's so easy to slide back to the things that we're used to doing. It's so easy to be pressured into playing the role they were used to doing. And Spirit is saying, you are more than that. You are more than that, collective. We are all more than that, okay? Now, let's go ahead and move forward. For the medicine mother, I mean, she's already pretty much spoken quite a bit in this reading, but I want to go ahead and get a little bit more specifically on the medicine mother. Spirit, can you tell me, what is her message? What do we need to know? So this one showed up. The Hierophant. This is about organization, following your moral compass, breaking traditions that do not serve you anymore. Also, for some, this is the weight of those traditions, of those structures in your life, meaning this could symbolize, for example, a marriage that you might not be happy with, institution that you're working for that you might not be happy with. This can symbolize traditions and I guess you could say values that maybe have been passed down through your generations in your family, and that doesn't resonate with you anymore. The Hierophant at the end of the day talks about, embodying the inner knowing, right? And being this, I guess you could say, gateway of information for yourself, so you're able to create bigger, better, and new structures in your life, new traditions. You can establish those, okay? This is about ultimately following your moral compass and being in alignment. But you have to break down structures in order to create the ones that you need to align with, okay? So very interesting with the Hierophant there. Oh, and you have the Tower. Yeah, again, the breaking down of something. That theme in the reading is pretty strong. There's something that needs to be broken down in order to be put back together. We are shedding our skin, okay? Meaning that this is, again, an uncomfortable process, but a necessary one, okay? And we have here Ace of Wands. This is the new beginning that's going to make you excited, this going to keep you motivated. This going to keep you, engaged. This is the excitement, the passion-driven actions that you need to take. However, it requires the structure of the Hierophant, because the Ace of Wands by itself, the flame goes away, right? So when you start to feel these shifts, you have to take advantage of that, but there must be practicality paired with this inspired action. Does that make sense? So let's say you're going through something and you get like an awakening, you get a light bulb moment, you happen to have a revelation or a light bulb clicks, something clicks for you in a situation. You can't just sit with that knowledge, right? Now we have to act practical, right? We have to act practical and take proper steps, even if they're small steps. The practicality of it all is what's going to make it sustainable. Understand? And that's why the Page of Pentacles shows up there. That is why the snake is showing up. Shedding your skin is hard work. When the snake sheds their skin, the snake is constantly moving until they finally get the weight of the old skin off of them. This is not a passive process. This is an action-built process, and you must take that initiative, okay? Final message for the collective, and we'll close it out here, guys. What do we got? The Knight of Wands. Love that. Knight of Wands. Why do I love that? Because the Knight of Wands shows me action. It shows me passion. It shows me an adventurous spirit and soul. And it shows me that you will take the proper steps and actions to, again, keep this flame burning. The Knight of Wands acts out of passion, right? This is an energy that shows that you will move forward fast, and you will move forward from a place from your heart, not just because you have to make certain decisions. What you go towards, what you move forward with is going to be because there's passion, there's drive, there's desire behind this. So this is about getting in alignment with the flame that really motivates you and gives you that insight, okay? So, with that being said, I hope this message resonates. I hope that you understand the reading. I hope that it serves you in a good way. And if it does, please drop me a comment down below. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you did make it this far, I appreciate you. Like and subscribe if you do want to support my new channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, bye.